So yeah, hi, nice to meet you. Can you please introduce yourself and share with us which company are you representing today at Hack Seasons?
I'm Gaurav. I'm a CEO at I.net. A quick background about me would be I've been a builder for 20 plus years. I've worked in startups, I've worked with big organizations. I've been part of Amazon, eBay, HTR&D. And from past 10 plus years, I've been part of the leadership group in Bufly.com group of companies and Finance, where I've built platforms of like more than 100 million users for hotel and flight bookings and compliance and KYC platform for more than 200 million users. That's a quick background about me. And during this journey of mine, I realized that AI is becoming highly critical and important. And the whole AI was indirectly in the hands of three companies, which basically capture more than 65% of the market share, which is your Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. And we realized how the builders were getting impacted. So we came up with the vision that we have to decentralize this power and give it back to the masses. So we came up with IO.net. We are decentralized AI cloud. We started with our first product, which is decentralized compute, GPU. That's where it started from. In Powerful, we are, with God blessing, we have done great. Other companies, uh, we have more than GPU in more than 130 countries. We've already made a $11 plus million worth of T&E, and our ARR revenue is already more than 35. Uh, to be honest, now more than 40 million. And ARR, the growth is exponential. So we are in a market where you have the product and the customers want it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. What attracted you to participate in Hack Seasons this year?
Meeting like-minded people. Lot of times, what I've seen with builders is they get so involved in work that sometimes months will go by and they'll not even see anyone other than their family or the team itself. Right? So me as a builder, getting know of new ideas, uh, creative ways of solving problems is always important. And the venues like this is always a good place to meet like-minded people who are solving similar problems in the domain, but with different ideas. That's the main reason. Second thing is always when you build cool stuff, it's better if you get early feedback and you get early feedback of people who are market experts. So it's a good place for them to show your products also.
Yeah, sure.
And third, sometimes you're so involved in just doing your own work that you basically lose traction on where the market is headed. So these events are also in a place to basically see that you are catering to a specific kind of customer and bring revenue in. But where's the future headed? You have your own view, but what do others think? And then you get the reality check in. So that's why I personally come here.
Oh, that's great. Nice. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's come to some technical questions about your company. So my first question is, what strategies does IO.net employ to ensure low latency and high throughput performance across its globally distributed GPU clusters?
Fair. So what we basically do is a simple thing, which is if I'll say it as it's not even novel idea because this is a way and knowledge it has already been proven and done in other industry. For example, when you talk about Airbnb or Booking.com, how do they solve a problem of hotels, right? They basically take the hotel and the inventory from people directly. Like a lot of the earlier chain became before Booking.com and all these guys, they used to bring their own hotels, right? In different cities, different countries to scale. When Airbnb and Booking.com came, they said, again, the power in hand of selected few builders, right? Let's give power to more people, both on the supplier side, meaning empower more hotels who are not getting that many customers, although they have a good service, and give a chance for the customer also to have the hotel at cheap prices, right? Then these platforms they built. So is the case in our side. So we built this compute platform where we take inventory from data thinkers, software companies to be honest also, and the other normal community people who have multiple GPU, powerful GPU from gaming and other use cases. So we give them a product by which they can provide their GPUs to us, and then we give them incentive as a part of the tokenomics to bring them in. And by this methodology, it was so successful that we were able to bring GPUs from more than 130 countries. So even when you talk about some of these centralized players, they're in 35 zones, 37 zones, they're already 133. So we were lucky enough to get inventory in all these places. And technically speaking, the more closer you are to the GPU, the better the response time and the latency is. And that's why latencies do. The question you asked after here.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So my next question is, um, can you elaborate on the role of the IO worker and its role in managing and optimizing GPU contributions within the network?
Fair. So IO worker is that component which allows the suppliers, which are the miners, data centers, NomiTK, to give the inventory to us. So they deploy this small Docker image, small software on the machines, and it allows them to talk to our main server, and these two components talk to each other, and then they became part of our machines. This very small software doesn't take any resources per se from the machine, but allows us as a company to basically use this machine whenever the customer wants it. So this plays a very pivotal role in bringing this whole community a part of our mission. And we built it in a way that even if it goes down for some reason, it self heals, comes back up, connects to the network again. It is one of most critical pieces you have in our network.
I see. I see. Thank you. So, yeah, my next question is how does IO.NET facilitate large scale AI model training and inference tasks, and what advantages does it offer over traditional cloud providers?
Said. So we built a platform where we had GPs from more than 130 countries. And honestly, we built it in a way that the relationship we built along with the data center is immense. That is our main USP. The relationship with these data centers, community people, software companies, and wherever you want, whatever supply you want, we can bring it. Why is it important? If a normal user wants few GPUs here and there, 5 or 8, they can always come to the platform and take it. But we have seen practically on a network where a customer comes and says, I need 1,500 or 2,000 GPUs now in a specific country. A lot of time, these Web2 customers are not able to give it. Now, when they come to us, we have a strong relationship, network with our providers, and we can just get them in any solution they want. And we have built our platform in a way that you can think of it in a straight line. That if you want to use our platform on the less extreme, meaning like a Web2 flare, that we need 1,000 GPUs in one data center in a specific country, you can do it. If you are a other extreme, you are a C player and you want 100 GPUs distributed in different countries, different uh, continents, you can do it. We built it this way. And the advantage of this is that, I'll give an example of hotel, right? And Booking.com gives a hotel. They don't build it. That's why they can give the discount, they can give the cheap inventory. So is the case, our case, right? Because we as a platform don't have this early setup money. If all these Web2 players have a repeat data centers, they buy GPUs. When they spend this cost, this upfront cost in building data centers and GPUs, they propagate that upfront cost to the users. So when the user pay, they don't pay for just the compute. They pay for this upfront cost, which is baked into their business model. And in our case, we don't have this upfront cost. So we basically are 70% cheaper than all these Web2 players. And when these builders save 70% money, they hire more engineers, they try out more ideas, they run for a longer period of time. And that's exactly what a builder needs to basically survive for longer, try out new ideas, and succeed.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. Thank you. Also, my last question is how does IO.NET plan to scale its operations and infrastructure to meet the growing demand for decentralized AI computing resources?
So, luckily, we are in a space, to be honest, where supply and demand for us, the way we build the network, is not a problem. I already explained we have all these suppliers where we can pull in as inventory as well we want, right? That problem is solved. On the customer side, the customer will also be sitting you. It gives the revenue because we're giving 70% cheap compute, right? That's why our revenue, when we, and I gave an example of 11 million TNE, just in past 5 months and 35 plus million ARR, it's exponentially increased, right? What we are doing to have this increase turn into a hockey stick growth is basically building fundamental stuff, which is not like a vision of if we do this, this will come and hypothetically will come. It's it's a blueprint which has been done by other players in the Web2 side and their the proven business model. What? Now these players were using the Web2 compute, they're ready to come to us in masses. But they want certain feature in products like Kubernetes, VMs, bring your own model, simple features, right? Which will enable them to migrate from this Web2 to our compute in a seamless way. This blueprint is already there. We have the engineers who have done it in past multiple times, and we're just following this blueprint and executing it on it and enabling our customers, which are already there, who are already on us, to bring more of their money, more of their compute to our network. And to be honest, we are in a space where there's so much word of mouth that once you capture one customer, receive the money, when they talk to their fellow builders, like we are talking here, they do also. And then those people also come.
Yeah,
That's the network effect.
I see, I see. Got you. Thank you very much. It was really nice conversation with you.
With it.
It was
Thank
pleasure
you.
to have you. Thank you.